All right. Thanks everyone for joining us today for the call with running back Devyn Ford. If you have a question for Devyn, please use the raise hand feature. I'll call on you to unmute and then you can ask Devyn your question. Joe Smeltzer, go ahead.
Hey, Devyn. So after the Auburn game and Coach Franklin's post-game press conference, obviously people are asking about Nick and Ktron, but he made it a point to mention you and the respect he has for you. What does that mean to you, and what has the relationship you've had with your head coach meant over your time at Penn State?
The relationship that Coach and I have had is built, obviously since freshman year. It's been growing and become more strong. I got a lot of respect for him as well for leading our team and being the best man he can be. And thank him for respecting me as well for the efforts I put into the team and for the program. And I do appreciate that. But we just had a great time throughout the years. I mean, we always talked, always chatted, laughed here and there, and kept pushing. Next practice, next game. I work day in, day out just as he does, and I guess we just got the same value of respect for each other.
Tyler Donahue.
Good morning, Devyn. How you doing today?
Doing good. About yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. We were all wondering how it was going to work with 4 running backs playing, and then I think by the end of the first quarter in game 1, you were all out there. What kind of credit do you give Coach Sider for, I guess, managing the situation and making sure everybody feels valued and that everybody is involved in these games?
I get a lot of credit to him. It's really hard to manage 4 great backs in the room and, to keep them off the field or keep them on the field. So, he does a great job of doing that, making sure we all get valuable reps or meaningful reps, or just reps, period, and making sure we all get that chance to turn that water and cut that grass up a little bit.
Daniel Gallen.
Morning, Devyn. How are you today?
Doing good. About yourself?
Doing well. After the game on Saturday, we saw you run over to the fans, jump up, lead the "We Are" chants. What was that moment like for you? What was kind of going through your head to have that kind of outpouring of emotion right there?
It was just a great team win. Just going down south, being able to play an SC opponent. They're great guys and great team as well. So, just gotta enjoy the moment, gotta embrace it all. So after the game, I just felt, happy and excited. Just want to get up there and, saying, do what we do best. We are.
Ben Jones.
Devyn, I have to say first that I like your Zoom background. It's very peaceful.
Thank you.
I think that's the first one I've seen like that. I'm curious broadly, where do you get your happiness from in football? When a lot of different guys are going to play, a lot of different things are going to happen. What at the end of a Saturday is the thing that makes you go, I feel happy right now?
I think it's one of our core values that we embody every day is positive attitude. And every day you just got to wake up with a positive attitude because you know that it may not go your way, but it may do, but it don't matter. As long as you got a positive attitude and you keep looking for the upside of things, no matter what position you're in, it's going to be good. So I think even after like big wins or losses, it's still good to have a positive attitude, mindset the next stage, just so you can get to work and be able to work the way you want to.
Tyler Donahue.
Yeah, Devyn, Coach Sider told us the last week of August that he trusts you in the game in any situation, and he said that he doesn't say that kind of thing lightly. What do you think you've done to earn that kind of trust through him? And he also had mentioned you being the door open to you as a coach if you wanted to come work with him someday. Is that anything that crosses your mind down the road?
For the first question, yeah. So I go to work every single day. That's all it is. I'm just always taking notes in meeting rooms, team meeting rooms, position meeting rooms, whatever meeting it's in. I'm taking notes, making sure I know all my stuff. Also relaying that information to the young bulls as well. And then, I got a good mind for the game. I do enjoy this game a lot. I can see the field like it's a geometry project or something. It's just different in my mind. I do enjoy it. So, if the opportunity does open down the road, I'd definitely like to take that. But for the most part, I focus on football in the next game.
Donnie Collins.
Hey, Devyn. You played a lot on third down passing situations. What makes you suited for that role? Is it your knowledge of the offense? And do you think that's something that you can continue to excel at and get better at even as the season goes on?
Yeah, I feel like there's always room for improvement in all phases of the game, but especially third down, especially when they mean the most. And I mean, yeah, it's just being on your keys, making sure you know your reads, the coverages, and obviously the play itself. So I guess coach trusts me, respects me to be in those situations, and I do respect that as well.
Andrew Destin.
Devyn, going back a few years ago, I mean, you've been around this program now 4 years. There are guys who've come through the program like a Ricky Slade, who playing time wasn't necessarily at, the starting spot or something like that. They ended up leaving, moving on from the program, chasing those other types of things. You've stayed, and even through the NCAA transfer portal coming, you've been a part of this program through thick and thin. What's made you stay? What about Penn State? What about this team has made you want to be part of it, your entire college career?
I mean, it's a great place to be here. I mean, it's Penn State. I mean, you can't get anywhere better than this. I mean, family atmosphere, obviously. You go in the building every single day and you can treat every single man in there like he's your father or your friend. And that's what you'd like to have, especially for the 4 years going into a man you want to be. So I guess that's one thing that's really kept me here, especially because my mindset, what my grandma instilled in me is, you finish something that you start. So it's like, I got that one thing in my mind. It's like, I got to make sure I do everything I can to get the best out of the school and get the school to get the best out of me. So.
Joe Smeltzer.
So you just touched on Penn State and what that place is. Obviously, a big part of Penn State history is the 1982 national championship team that's going to be honored at halftime of Saturday's game. So for some of those players, I'm sure it's going to be the only time that they'll be seeing the 2022 team play in person in Beaver Stadium. So for all the 82 players that are going to be there, but for the ones that's going to be their only game, especially, what type of team do you want them to see Saturday?
I want them to see the same but different. I want them to see the same blue-collar Penn State football team that's been here and instilled into this program since it began. Most I want to see like the honor, the respect for the opponent, as well as the way we play, the great work ethic and the ferocity that we play with, and excitement and the attitude. That's what Penn State brings. You step into Beaver Stadium, you're gonna have a great game, you're gonna have a great energy, you're gonna have a great time.
Seth Engel.
Hey, Devyn, thanks for doing this. You've played with Sean for years. You've seen his ups and downs. Post-game Saturday, seemed like a huge up for him. How have you seen it kind of change his character in the huddle and outside when the run game is playing as well as it is? Thanks.
Say one more time.
How have you seen, it change Sean Clifford's character at all in the huddle or maybe in the locker room when the run game is clicking as much as it is?
I mean, every game we want to make sure that run game's clicking. I mean, it gets our offensive line going, it gets us going, it gets the whole team going. I mean, we drive that boat. And to see our quarterback obviously get excited to, get a little play off, hand the ball off to us and see us go for 40, 50, whatever, how many yards it is, it's exciting to him, exciting to me. And it helps him get a load off his shoulders where he got a lot of pressure on him, you feel me? So he does what he has to do and focus on what he has to do. We handle our business, he handles his.
Ben Jones.
Devyn, you have 4 receptions this year, which technically leads the running back room. Do you feel like that's an area that you can differentiate yourself? And how did you end up with the hands to sort of feel comfortable in the passing game?
I mean, for sure. I mean, gotta make sure you're versatile in all ways. I mean, third downs, short yard situations or passing downs as well and pass blocking. So, you work on those skills every single day throughout the week. But as far as my receiving, I've kind of had that Nick about me since high school. Always been about me, always been on the jugs, always being able to catch balls. It's just something that I've always fine-tuned as well, being able to perfect.
Tyler Donahue.
Hey, James Franklin told us yesterday that probably no freshman has changed their body more than Ktron since he got to campus, and you've got a really close look at that. How has he done that, and how do you think it's helped his game early on this season?
I mean, we call him Fat Man for a reason when he got here, but we still call him Fat Man. He lost 10 pounds, and he's just you know, the program that we got here at Penn State is ridiculous. I mean, for him to come in the way he was, and then now he is faster, stronger, in the better shape he was when he now. That's all praise to Chuck Losey and the staff. And to see him have more explosion, have more speed, have more power behind him, and losing just a couple pounds, it's great. It's amazing.
Donnie Collins.
Devyn, when you watched film after the Auburn game, what did you see from the offensive line that was a little different than you saw maybe a year ago? And how happy were you for them to see them have that kind of an effort?
I mean, shoot, I think the clear difference was our whole mindset and attitude about running the ball. I mean, shoot, our offensive line is one of the best in the country. And who doesn't want to run the ball behind them? And to see them happy, to get them excited, to keep doing it again and again and again. I mean, shoot, you just want to keep rolling with it. So to see their excitement and see them come on the sideline happy, chest bumping, raising people in the air, that makes me excited as well, because we know we're doing something good and progressive for our offense. We're getting down the field, we're scoring, we're making sure that we're staying on schedule, and we're just doing our job.
Daniel Gallen.
Devyn, back in August at Media Day, you said that Ktron and Nick really brought a nasty mentality to the running back room. How have you seen that over these first 3 weeks, and how does that rub off on you, the rest of the running backs and the rest of the offense? How do you guys kind of, I guess, feed off of that?
Like I said before, like when they touch the ball, man, we gonna hold our breath. We don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a big play, big hit, big cut, don't matter. They guys can do it all. So, like I said, like them bringing that energy to us, to the team itself, helped us be more confident, helped us be more just able to do things that we didn't think we could do. And giving that confidence to ourselves is helping us greatly throughout the season. We're going to continue to keep instilling that confidence in us and keep running that ball.
Joe Smeltzer.
Devyn, before the season, Coach Sider kind of compared this year's running back group with that Lawn Boys group of 2019. Being that you're the only person in the room that was on that team, what are the similarities from this year's group compared to that group, especially from like just a chemistry standpoint? Excuse me.
So chemistry, I guess you could say, like back then I was a young bull, looking up to old heads, and so, I'm just constantly learning from them every single day, trying to pick up their skills, their habits, whatever I can to, increase and level up my game a little bit. And then obviously now it's just like the same thing. I'm learning from them. They teaching me how to be more aggressive in the run game, teaching me how to just use my speed and get out there. They're just doing things that I'm noticing that helps our room out a lot. And it's the same type of feel, same chemistry, and we all love each other. We all look at each other, have each other's backs, the sideline, making sure someone's locked in, making sure if someone's not locked in, make sure they get locked in, make sure they miss a meeting, they get the notes, or we always got each other's back no matter what, because that's just the brotherhood that we have in our room. And it's exciting to see the same thing all over again for real. It's kind of nostalgic a little bit.
Ben Jones.
Devyn, I'm wondering, as sort of the OG in the room, do you miss Noah? I mean, what is it like to watch him go through what he's going through? And you talked about finishing what you started, but you sort of see the opportunity that he's made for himself. Has it ever gone through your mind? I could have been Noah Cain somewhere else. I mean, how do you kind of watch him and watch yourself?
One thing that I heard before was comparison is a thief of joy. And I don't look at it that way. He has his own roles and his own path of life, and I support him, respect him for everything that he's done. And I do miss my dude, Noah Cain. I called him a couple of times last week, and we just chop it up. But that's definitely a dude that I came in with that I definitely miss a lot every single day. But he got his own plans, so I respect it as well.
Seth Engel.
So following the game on Saturday, Coach Franklin said he's never really seen freshmen with the abilities that Ktron Allen and Nick Singleton have been able to do on the field. Wondering, for your perspective, have you ever seen, a guy come in and kind of just make that much of an impact right away?
You've seen Noah Cain, you've seen Kevon Lee, you've seen Journey Brown, you've seen Ricky Slade, you've seen me, you've seen Nick Singleton, you seen Ktron. We all can do the same exact thing. We've all done it before. So I have seen it before. People can come over and take over the game how they want to. It's just how it is. It's that mindset, and then they got that dog, and they're gonna keep going. And I'm gonna keep pushing them to keep going. I'm not gonna hold them back. I ain't gonna sit there and be a hater about it. I respect all my teammates and everyone that has been through our room, and I got the opportunity. So all the love and the best for everyone that's got the opportunity as well.
Final question for Devyn, Daniel Gallen.
Devyn, with Nick coming in and having this early impact, when did you kind of know that he could be this type of running back 3 games into his freshman year? Was there something that you saw in the spring or the summer? What was kind of the first sign that this is something that could happen?
I mean, shoot, I've been watching Nick obviously since he got in here. He's competition just as much as he's my teammate, you feel me? But I mean, shoot, when it first clicked to me, then I was like, this dude's gonna be a dude that's that weight room. I mean, when I seen him clean about, I don't know, 300 and squat 400 and bench 300, I was just like, this guy got numbers. I was like, he's gonna be a freak on the field. And obviously, you know, through spring, I mean, through winter ball, spring, and then obviously summer, I mean, he just grown into his own character and his own build. He got his own craft to him, and we're just continuing to teach him. I'm learning from him as well, and then growing into that build of running back that he wants to be. So we're continuously just pushing them and keeping them on that grind, because I mean, it don't stop from here. You gotta keep going up.
Devyn, thank you so much for the time today, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Devyn.
Thanks,